What's going on, guys? It's Tony with Urban Girl Scout Media, living the dream as always, and coming to you today to tell you that the S in ESPN does not stand for smart. I don't know what it stands for. Not smart and not sports. I've been following this story for quite a while, and for those who've listened to his show for the time being, know that this was coming. Dan Le Batard and ESPN, it's getting to the end here for them, and they're very much going back and forth. I don't know when the buyout will come. I don't know when Dan will, take his talents to either Spotify or, if he really wants to stick it to ESPN, he could go to FS1. But, the thing about Dan Le Batard that's always amazed me is, say what you want about him, he has integrity. There are certain things that I know from listening to him, he is going to stand by forever. And yes, he does understand the sports atmosphere, but he also understands some of the hypocrisies within it. And I love to listen to him point those out. I really do enjoy it. I think it's really fun. His show, the Dan Le Batard with Stugatz show, is it with or and Stugatz? I don't know. So great radio. It's not only the number one show on ESPN radio, it's the number one sports show in the country. And ESPN has just really made the effort over the past few years to just not give a shit about these guys in the least bit. What's funny is that they recently had their show cut from 3 to 2 hours. I made a video about it and about how corporate America's trash. And ESPN, they 100% are going back on everything that they said they would do with Dan Le Batard. They're 100% making it obvious they don't want him there. They're trying to get him to leave. Because ESPN, now owned by Disney, they're going very clean cut. A few years ago, they let Jemele Hill go from her show, Michael and Jemele, because she was too edgy for the president and his cabinet, if I remember correctly. But now they have all these shows where they push for that. They push for that kind of stuff. Now, these changes for these new shows came before we knew we were getting a new president. So I refuse to believe that, it's not related to the president. At the time, we still had President Trump in power. But I guess, it just pisses me off. Because ESPN, over the past decade, has increased the price of their product while watering it down as well. And think about it like this. They launched all these extra channels, all these exclusive channels, these exclusive apps and subscriptions that cost money, but I don't know. There's only so many old sports matchups that you can watch before you're like, I want something new that I don't know the outcome of. And there's only so many matches that ESPN can give you based on licensing. They don't even have the rights to all the NFL games. So, I don't know. This is going to be very interesting. It just blows my mind, man. It just blows my fucking mind. And it's not just that it's this show. It's that ESPN is just not that great. They have a handful of NBA games each week when we're not in a pandemic. And speaking of the pandemic, in a time when they are laying people off in droves of hundreds, does it really seem smart for them to start all these new shows and then cut down on the shows that are their most successful time slots and then eventually push them out the door? That's why I said the S in ESPN, I don't think it stands for sports, because they're barely covering that with some of the shit that they're doing. And it definitely doesn't stand for smart, because you are pushing out the most successful radio program you have to offer, as well as the most successful sports radio program in the country right now during a pandemic. But, I'm sure that you guys will find all sorts of ways to continue to steal Ron McGill and bring him into ESPN studios, or maybe you'll tell Tim Kirchin he can't go on the Dan Le Batard show during baseball season. Maybe you'll try, like all these things that they're going to just wreck from that show. and the relationships that they are going to put in jeopardy. There's a lot of people at ESPN that go on to the Dan Le Batard show that Mina Kimes, Pablo Torre, Amin Hassan, oh God, there's like a few others. What about the weekend observation crews on the Stupidity Network? You know, there's a lot of shit that these decisions kill and just destroy, because I refuse to believe that Dan Le Batard, who has time and time again been on the record, and it's been noted, he fights for creativity to be his number one thing, not the salary. Yeah, he's going to get himself paid. I don't blame him. He's got a commodity. Cash in. But when you listen to that show for however long it may be left on, or whenever he moves on to different pastures, listen to Dan Le Batard and tell me he's not authentic and has integrity. Thank you guys so much. Remember to like this content. I'm tired of working. I want to get the fuck out. I want to be like Dan Le Batard and actually get paid for my content and, do it with integrity like he does. So, help me. Leave a comment below. If you know any of the background music that was played today, comment that below. And we'll talk to you guys next time.